so here's what the box looks like for the DJ. The sides. I actually like the box art a lot. Not to say that it's like a selling factor for me, but I do tend to like the kits that have pretty cool looking box arts. Now let's open, see what's inside. I'm pretty excited to build this guy. Had a pretty stressful week to deal with, so I'm off for a little bit of relaxation and plastic. Another quick look at everything that comes in the box. Like I was saying earlier, you get tons of trays. I'm actually surprised. I hope the camera picks up that kind of mint color. I'm actually loving it because mint's one of my favorite colors. So this little itty bitty sticker sheet, which is something that I always like to see in kits. I hate when I open a high grade or a mass grade and there's a giant sticker sheet. That's immediate turn off for me. So as you, like I was saying, there's a pretty good amount of plastic trays here. One thing I'm really liking is this G runner. This runner right here, the G runner. Look at it. It's kind of like some kind of rubber material. Pretty interesting. I like that. Some of the accessories. These are really cool looking sabers. Overall, I'm pretty excited. Let's get to building. All right, here's a closer look at the manual. The front page. Now something I'm noticing is that I feel like in this artwork, this kind of looks more like a green shade to me than, you know, the mint that we're getting on the plastic, but I still like the mint more. Here's some of the inside of the manual. And the rest of it. More pictures and artwork. I'm loving this saber. Like, wish more kits would have things like this than just a traditional beam saber. I'd be all for it. Now this time I usually start from the head down. I know everyone's like, why don't you do from the feet up? Like, but I don't know, I just like doing the head down for some reason. It's usually what I do on kits. Sometimes I'll do feet up, but today I'm actually doing the accessories first because by the time I get done with the kit, I'm just like, I don't feel like doing accessories, and then they just get tossed into a bag. So I'm actually going to start with the accessories first. That way I want to prevent myself from getting lazy. Alright, let's get started. So hopefully it's a little bit brighter in here. I was reading some of the comments that my last video was a little dark. So I actually got some lighting and I hope it makes it easier to see. Oh, those sounds. I don't know about it for anyone else, but I love hearing the plastic snap together. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like soothing to me. Oh, crap. Now, some people were saying in the comments on my other video that you guys wanted to actually hear me talk while I build. I don't know why. I feel like I'm the most boring person to listen to, but sure, here I am trying it out for you guys. You're just gonna be hearing me talk while I build. I'm really loving how this, hopefully the camera will pick up how it's like really cool transparent yellow. I love how this effect parts came out. I really wish there was more of these kind of style weapons. Like, bean sabers are cool and all, but I'm just like, everybody has a freaking bean saber. It's like, Bandai, can you guys, or Sunrise, whoever does the animes, make people with more interesting weapons, I feel like. That's actually pretty big compared to like this bazooka cannon thing, machine gun. You can see that this is pretty big. Put my hand on it. It's almost the size of my hand. All right, so let's get started with building the legs. Anybody else like hearing these pieces be snapped together? Because I love these sounds. They're like so relaxing to me. Aside from hearing my dog chew on her bone, I'm sorry. She's gonna be chewing on that thing probably the entire video again, and I'm used to it, so it doesn't get on my nerves. I know probably it's gonna irritate some people. I should really paint my fingernails, but I'm lazy. Because I'm too cheap to go get them manicured. One thing I do want to check out is the Gundam Narrative movie. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Unfortunately, I was working that day, and when I work 12-hour days. So sadly, I wasn't able to go see the movie. But I hope it's going to be released sometime soon, maybe on Blu-ray or something, and then maybe I'll be able to watch it. I'm trying to stay away from all the discussions because I don't want any spoilers, of course, to ruin it for me. But I'm pretty excited about the narrative, C pack, is that what it's called, or C version? Because I didn't really like the first one. It was just way too big and bulky, and I don't have the room for humongous kit. I don't have the space for it. But I do like the design of it. It's kind of a little weird looking, slightly weirdish for me, because I just feel like it looks like it's missing pieces. Because it's got a whole kind of naked-ish look to it, but it's grown on me, and I'm pretty excited for the C. I probably will be picking that kit up when it comes out. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like it. I'm really digging this green color. I mean, it's like a really cute mint, and there's not many kits that come in kind of a cool funky color like this. I'm pretty stoked about the color they chose for this guy. Shoot. How am I gonna get? I'm debating if I should do a Q&A. I've been getting a lot of questions in the comments, but I don't know if I'm that interesting to do a video just about questions about myself. I don't know how you guys think. If you guys would like for me to do a Q&A video, let me know how you feel about that down below in the comments. At the moment, I have been getting some questions about like what my favorite model kits are, you know, what lines do I prefer to build. When I first started building, I honestly did not like the high grade line. I didn't build any of them for several years. I was strictly only master grade because I preferred the size of the master grade, the complexity, the inner frames. So I generally enjoyed the master grade line and perfect grade. Although I didn't get my first perfect grade till building for a while, so I didn't get the perfect grade. That was strictly just master grade line, and until, what was it? What was it called again? Tri-Fighters? Build Fighters Tri with the oh my god, I'm terrible with names. Build Burning Gundam, I think it was called. That high grade came out, and I was just like, you know what, he's so cool looking. I really like the model kit, let me just, oh shoot. I'm getting distracted by talking that I almost forgot to put this in here. Do you guys hate when that happens? Because I hate it when I forget to put these freaking little poly caps in there. There we go. Anyways, so that he was my first high grade ever, and when he came out, what, like maybe 5 years ago? Oh god, it's been that long already. Jesus, I'm getting old. Yeah, like 5 years ago. That was my first high grade. And I have already been building at that point for, I want to say, at least 10, maybe like, I don't know how many years I've been building. When did I start? I started maybe like back in 2007. I started building. No, probably a little earlier than that, but I didn't really start getting into it until 2007. So up until that point, I've never built a single high grade until I got the like Kameki Burning Gundam. And once I did that high grade, like my mind was blown. It just exploded. I was like, oh my god, I've been missing out on these kits my whole life. What have I been doing? And then I really just, I don't prefer high grades, but it's just the ease of building them. They're easier to paint, you know, storing them. Everything's much easier with a high grade. So my interest and love for the line has really grown on me. That's pretty good bend right there. Oh. Okay, I spoke too soon. All right, let's move on to the next leg. Let me know if you guys like watching me build these kits down below in the comments, and that way I can, you know, figure out if I should make more of these or just stick to maybe reviewing kits instead of building them and putting them on YouTube. But so far I'm pretty much liking this build. I'm obsessed with this color scheme that they picked out for him. I mean, I can't say it enough. I've already said I like this color. It's like one of my favorite colors. So I'm kind of biased because, you know, this mint is just a refreshing change up from the usual like blacks and reds and dark blues. You know, I like kits that have like a nice vibrant color scheme to them. Winry! Shh. Hope my dog isn't driving any of you guys insane watching this. She will chew for hours on end, and I'm just used to hearing that sound. It doesn't bother me. I'm debating on what series I should watch right now. I've already watched the Gundam Origin series. Oh, this camera's not focusing. There we go. I've already watched the Origin series, Iron Blood Orphans, the 8th MS Squad, 00. I haven't watched Seed. I mean, I've watched maybe like 1 or 2 episodes, and I'm just not interested in that. Nor do I feel like trying to watch it again. I watched Gundam Wing back when it first aired on Toonami, believe it or not, so I watched it. That's the show that started off for me, was Gundam Wing. I was obsessed with that show when it first came out, way back in the day. So I don't know if you guys can recommend me something to watch. I started watching Turn A. I'm liking that show a lot at the moment. Wait, it's going backwards. Yes. I've started watching Turn A. I think I'm about halfway into it at the moment. I stopped watching it a while ago. I don't know what was going on. But I'm gonna try to get back into it again. Let me know down below if you guys have another good series to recommend me. That's not Gundam Seed, because I don't like that one. It's not really my cup of tea. I tried rewatching Gundam Wing, and oh boy. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't know how I watched it as a child. I don't know. But yeah, nostalgia did not hold up for me on that one. so that's not something I can rewatch. This goes here. I really like these hose pieces back here. It's kind of like that rubber feeling to them. All right, almost done. Now let's move on to the other foot. I just hate when this happens. It drives me nuts. I'm always breaking my nails when I try to open these parts up. But I just keep my nails short because I can't deal with having my nails always broken when I build something, so I just keep them short. This is gonna drive me nuts. I really hate when this happens. Something's not aligned right in here. That gap. It's killing me. Okay, well, it's gonna stay that way. My fingers are hurting me. All right. Now for the rest of the foot. Yo, Bandai did real good picking this color scheme. I mean, just look at these two colors. They go so well together. Because sometimes, you know, I'm just like, what were they thinking with some of their builds? You know, that they've put out are hideous. Like their orange ones. I don't know, there's one kit that I saw that they released recently when I was in Japan. I was at Gunpla. I was like, what the hell is this monstrosity? Complete orange looking Cheeto Gundam. Mobile suit, whatever. It was hideous. I mean, I tend to buy kits that I like the look of, or the pilot. Oh, this one's flipped the other way. All right, the legs are done. All right, now let's build the waist of the kit. Build all my kits using my God hands. I think they're a pretty good nipper or a clipper, whatever you're supposed to call it. However, the only downside I have with these is that they're so because it cuts so sharp. The metal is shoot. The metal is very soft, so the slightest drop will chip the blade and I've broken 2 of them already. So they're not very durable, to say the least. So that is their negativity for me. They're not durable whatsoever. Like, just the littlest drop will damage the blade. So you have to be extremely careful when you are using them. But I do think they cut amazing. So I mean, if you're really into the hobby, I think they are a worthy investment as long as you take care of them. And don't drop them like me. But you know, I'm clumsy, so I couldn't help myself. This little skirt, it's cute. Love it when they're what's the word I'm looking for? Not connected, so they have articulation on each end. I hate when the kit is just one solid piece and you can't really do anything with it, but I love it when they're split like this. Here is the waist. Pretty easy. Articulation on these ends and the front. None on the back, but that's not bad. Now let's attach the legs. Shoot. Hate when that happens. Little butt thrusters. All right, lower half is completed. Now let's move on to the upper torso. There we go. How many of you guys can build kits without using the instruction manual? Because I cannot do that. I always have to use the instruction manual.